Welcome back. I didn't count down from 3. But we're back to more Poke... It's not MMO, I almost said Poke MMO. It's Pokemon 3-Way Nuzlocke, but we're not really helping or hurting each other. It's just kind of 3 people playing Nuzlocke. Anyway, I'm the Pixel Doctor.
I'm Fexic.
And I'm Deadlock once again with tragedy.
Yet, Deadlock died again.
You really gotta cool it, my dude.
What are you supposed to do? You know, what are you supposed to do when you run into a Magneton as a Skarmory? What do? Nothing. You cry. Like, there's not a whole lot you can do about that.
So... Oh, right, I still have to do the outside of Mount Pyre. I didn't do the actual stuff I was supposed to do over there.
Yeah, I'm actually only just finally entering it.
Well, I did the inside last time. Definitely do it so I can get Shadow Ball.
Yeah, I still have beef with a couple of these trainers outside, so... Like, on the route around the Safari Zone.
Yeah, I didn't do any of my Safari Zone stuff that I needed to do, which is really just, go to that 4th quadrant and see if we can get Heracross. So I'll have to do that at some point. Yeah, me and Chris have done nothing this week because we were just too busy. Belloc, on the other hand, has done something, and it has only caused him pain.
It was so much pain. Of all the things to run into on the route right below us, it is a freaking Magneton. Why are you there?
People like you, apparently.
Apparently! Just want to cause misery to everyone who ever had a Skarmory.
Which is a shame. Skarmory is probably one of the best defensive things you could have got in this game.
Well, basically defensive anyways. It does nothing for all the water and ice types.
Why do you have to contrast everything? It's defensive. Just leave it at that.
You already know this man is a glass half empty.
It's true. It's true. Anyway, yeah, I realized recently, going through the recordings, just because if there's a long silence and no one saying anything, I always say anyway, just to like try to break up the quietness.
Oh, that's one of your what do they call them? Idiosyncrasies.
I guess so. But I'll do it. I only do it in recordings for the most part. Like if I'm talking to someone, I don't really do it. But if it's in a video, it'll yeah. I just do it just so that just to break the silence. Because like I really have to keep the flow going, but it works, but it doesn't work for. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of could work. I mean, maybe people will like that, or they'll point it out. He said anyways. Oh my god. That being said,
that slacking wasn't nearly as scary as Dad's.
True. Do be aware of the. I think there were 2 people that had Wobbuffets in there, so be aware of that.
Oh right. I thank you for the reminder. I'll be honest, I don't know how I'm dealing with that.
I hadn't forgotten, I'm just not looking forward.
I don't remember which 2 have it. I know one of them was a Hex Maniac, I'm pretty sure.
Counter can't hit a Ghost type, right?
Counter cannot hit a Ghost type, no.
Correct,
Mirror can, though, so keep that in mind.
So, Destiny Bond aside, I think my Shuppet should be able to handle it.
Yeah, and I think they can learn Counter, Mirror Coat, Safeguard, and Destiny Bond, so...
Oh, that's a Hariyama.
Skill
These
swap.
don't have Earthquake.
Actually, there could be some use for this.
Oh, come on with this nonsense.
It's foggy up here. Ooh, Max Potion.
Does anyone know when Shuppet's supposed to evolve?
I think it's like in the 30s. I don't know where though.
Yeah, I was gonna say like mid to late 30s, 36, 37 maybe.
And Ultra Ball and Winter Graves.
Well, that was some interesting. Yeah, I have no idea what the AI decided to do there. They decided to confuse my one Pokemon and then whirlwind it out in the same turn.
This is back when the AI wasn't the smartest.
Yeah, nobody ever accused them of being particularly bright.
Still.
It is. I'm not saying it's not, I'm just saying the AI is not at its peak yet.
I was right, it's 37.
I thought it was close to 34. Actually, no, my thoughts were mixed. I thought it was 34 and 38. I wasn't really sure which one.
I don't know why 37 popped into my head for that line. It just did.
We both
I will
do
say it's still
in
nice
the
that surf
30s.
doesn't hit your side.
In this game, yeah, but that'll change very quickly.
Oh, it will change, but I am taking advantage of it here. I am abusing it to hell. My fire starter has no worries whatsoever.
I found a zinc.
I do wish more of these games were focused on having double battles.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, we got Coliseum. That's literally all that game was.
Yeah, but again, that was basically third generation, and it has been very rare ever since.
He's right.
Like, the most
Yeah.
prominence you will ever see of it in these games was probably, what was his name? Ryan in Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
And that was about it.
I like Raihan. But it's true,
Man
they
did
haven't
have a
really
theme.
utilized. They haven't really used double battles pretty much since Gen 3. I mean, the competitive uses it
Yeah.
like crazy, but like the actual games, not really.
And it annoys me.
I mean, Gen 4 will have a decent amount.
Yeah,
I
but
do-
like, not in any significant spaces.
No, but mostly, well, it does against some of the admins.
Ow.
Remind myself, what's the gap we're working towards right now? I think it's 42.
Yeah, 42. So these Pokemon breeders really aren't worth the effort.
No, because they come at you with babies and they have low EXP yields.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing.
No, breeders really are just there to take up your time. Or if you have a lower level Pokemon, lower evolution Pokemon, that's also kind of what you want.
Well, I remember in Ruby and Sapphire when rematches were a time-based thing, like before we got the Pokénav back, they were worth it because their stuff would actually evolve and then pose more of a challenge, and they'd be better in the long run. Now, however, not so much. Did I lose you guys?
Nope,
Sorry.
I'm just dealing with battles.
My brain kind of shut off for a second because I'm like, what's the best course of action here to deal with what I'm doing?
One of these days I will run into a Duskull, but that day is not today.
Yeah, I'm dealing with a Whalmer and a Poochyena, and my Kadabra is not best suited for this. It probably could take out the Poochyena with one Shockwave, but I wasn't risking it.
Wow, these moves suck.
I gotta say, this Electrode might be doing me fairly well here, though.
Well, not surprised. We said it was gonna. Will I be able to one-shot this?
If you believe in your heart of hearts, or
It's
the heart
mud
of
shot,
cards.
so. Ooh, okay. Only took an 8-level difference.
8?
God, I really do miss these old, like, simpler animations sometimes.
Indeed.
Oh, GBA. Oh, this Carvana's about to have a very bad time.
Oh,
my,
this is
my
heavily.
boys.
This is weighed heavily in my favor.
Speaking of weighing heavily in my favor, I should put Electrode out front. I don't remember if I have to fight, what's his name here. But just in case.
There we go.
I didn't think so, but I just want to be safe. Take off the orbs.
Ah, okay.
I got the Magma emblem. So, am I supposed to go to the Magma hideout first?
Yes, that's why
Oh.
you have the Magma emblem.
Right.
No, because I could have sworn last time one of you two said you have to go to Aqua's first. Not a big deal, but I just was unsure. So because I had that in the back of my head. I've been quiet today. You guys, just
I'm
focusing
working
right now?
on, like, I'm sweeping up this last trainer before I can head down and hit Mount Fire.
I'm still more than the second best steel bird.
That
And
is
let's
not
be
the
real,
luck
probably,
of it.
yeah, probably will be for a minute.
By the way, Dilek, I am editing, or I was editing the second episode, just before, like, Chris joined in. And I didn't see you using the Switch too much, so your score might not be that bad.
I will still take punishment for every single one I ended up doing. I just, like,
Well,
I realize it's like, oh god, I've been doing this. What have
I'm
I
just
been
saying,
doing?
so far I haven't seen you do it. I've been trying to, like, watch out for it, and you haven't done it yet. Unless I missed
Thank
it
you.
somehow.
Okay.
That being said, I noticed that Chris does not like to announce when he catches something until one of us asks. He won't usually say it.
I say it. I'll say, like, usually, like, whatever in the bag or in the box or in the ball or whatever.
You do, but a lot of the times it's only if we prompt it, or if it's not, like, early in the game.
It's very understated when he does it, though. He just mentions it, like, offhand. Like, oh yeah, I got that.
It's not a big deal, it's just something I noticed.
That most, let's go and re-up on that. Most of the things I get, like, that aren't, like, immediately members of my core team, they're kind of just there for me, so I don't get too terribly excited over them.
There's, like I said, it's just something I noticed. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I don't think we had a deadlock like explosion reaction yet this series in this
Wait a minute.
Nuzlocke.
Unfortunately, it happened off screen. You told me not to record those anymore.
I said you didn't have to.
You told me you weren't going to use them anyways.
Yeah, I mean, like for the most part, there's not a reason to.
And then this shit happens.
Well,
I just remembered, A, I didn't get a, didn't put my paper where I'm supposed to, and B, I don't think I got a Route 121 catch yet.
oh wait, I need my swallow.
No, I did not. Okay, cool. And let's remedy this, shall we?
I really wish I was playing you two at the same time. Up, here's the first Wobbuffet.
Don't die.
I'm half tempted to just use Curse.
I mean, you might as well.
I mean, take out a quarter of this thing's health each turn. Yes, please. It can't do anything about it.
It's not a bad gambit.
Wait, safeguard?
Yeah, I told you it has safeguard.
It's
That's one of the only-
Like, wait, I was wondering, like, wait, does that do anything to Curse?
I don't
say it
think
might-
so.
It won't cure it, but it might block it initially.
Well, it hasn't. It took the damage, thankfully.
Well, that's what I said, might.
Well, Miracle fails. Because all my attacks are just physical.
Yeah, I had to kind of play very carefully and very cautiously when I was dealing with those Wobbuffets. I got very lucky that I didn't get
If
destroyed.
it dies to a status effect and uses Destiny Bond, does it still kill me?
I don't know the answer to that.
Now, in those instances with the Wobbuffets, was it the only thing that the trainer had?
I'm about to tell you.
One of them had 2 or 3 Pokemon. The other one, I think, just had the Wobbuffet.
Well, well, I can tell you right now, this one I'm fighting, it has 2 others behind it.
Yeah, so that's the first one, and then the second one, I think, just has the Wobbuffet.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
not 2.
But they open with the Wobbuffet.
Yes.
It opened with a Wobbuffet for me.
This is acceptable.
It was the 3rd floor, if I recall correctly. And, like, if I recall, I'm on it.
Into the
Is
Magma
there
base.
is there anything but Oddish and Poochyena on this friggin' route?
Which route?
Oh, right, you can
121
encounter
just north of Mount Fire.
Right, you can encounter stuff in Magma Hideout.
Ah, there we go. So it's gonna be a shot.
Kadabra. Do you have anything that can kill a... You know what? I think I'm still just gonna be able to murder you. Yes. Weirdly enough, I want a special stat on my throwback all the dark moves.
Let's see.
Don't know does.
Oh, this thing is in a hurry to put itself in the ball.
Damn.
Okay.
Alright.
What happened?
I need strength for the Magma hideout. I forgot about it. And I don't none of my guys can learn it, so I gotta find someone in my box.
Rolls, huh?
There we go. Shuppet is caught. And Bayonet's
You know
meant
it'd
to
be
be
really
like
nice to have
a...
a dark side.
Bayonet's meant to be like some kind of possessed doll, right?
Yes. Oh, I thought you were gonna ask about stats. Yes, it is like a possessed doll that someone threw away.
There we go. Then her name is Parton.
Is what?
If it's a doll, then she's going to be Dolly Parton.
Oh.
Okay,
I
this
hear
shooter
it
has
in
a
your
lot of
voice.
rolls.
Like, I can practically hear your eyes roll.
I mean, I heard Dilla kind of like doing his little breathing laugh thing. So he
Okay,
found
now
it a
that
little
that's
funny.
wrapped up. Now I'm going to go to Malfire.
Thankfully, Mount Pyre is not that big, but definitely go up the inside first to get the Shadow Ball TM.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
It also occurs to me that Breloom is actually the best thing I have to combat Wobbuffet.
That's scary.
Concerning.
What? Wait a minute, did you just catch a Bayonet?
Well, called Shuppet.
Or
Well, I
Shuppet,
caught a
rather.
Shuppet, yeah.
Well, Shuppet counters it pretty hard.
That's true, but Wobbuffet's also not the only thing in here, and the rest of the stuff...
No, but
Like
for
that.
when you know it's going to be coming, you have an answer ready to switch in safely.
Well, all you've
Well-
told me is 3rd floor. That tells me surprisingly little.
It's like one of the first trainers.
That
I'm on the
Dilla,
second
and
floor now.
Wobbuffet has Shadow Tag, so if it's not in the lead, then
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but I'm
like,
kind of screwed. No, I'll try my luck with Breloom out front for now. And so
hey,
far it's paying
Duskull!
off.
alright. For the time being, because my Dust Skull is not caught up in levels yet, and I want to get my little leap to evolve first, I'm gonna keep Dust Skull in the box.
Just realized I left my Breadloom at home.
Yeah, I've had my Lilleep on the EXP drip since for a long time. I think
Oh yeah,
it's
mine is
30,
currently on the IV feed as well.
I think it's 33 now.
Yeah, mine's currently 30. Mine's 35 right now.
Nice.
Wait a minute, does Duskull learn Curse as well?
Probably.
I would think most ghost types do.
Well, I mean, okay, better question, would it have it right now?
Probably not, because mine doesn't. Wait, actually, I can check that for you. Let me make sure I'm not lying on the internet.
Because Shuppet does.
Yeah, Shuppet I know does.
Dust Skull I don't think does, but like I said, let me check.
Oh my god, can I stop hitting myself with confusion?
Because I haven't done anything with Dust Skull, so I can at least... no, it's Foresight, Astonish, Confuser, and Pursuit.
So Magic Coat, it turns out, works on status moves.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I just had a Spoink bounce Thunderwave back at my Magma.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Magic Coat is the status version.
Oh,
Oh my
Magic
god, stop hitting yourself!
Oh,
Magic
right, I
Coat.
was thinking Mirror Coat.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. Yeah, no, Magic Coat's the ability, so that makes sense.
Then I no longer fear this side of bacon.
I am actually terrified. I'm
Spoink.
very close to actually losing my Tentacruel to a Duskull because I just keep hitting myself.
Just stop doing that. You gotta learn to love yourself, man.
Oh my god.
Honestly, it's probably better to have Sand Slash in here anyway, for just being a ground type in here is not bad.
I must have hit myself 7 of 8 times. I've been confused.
Is there anything catchable in here for me? There might not be. It might only be Geodudes and Nummels.
Oh, right, that's a dark.
Right, I should probably swap you.
You know what? Screw it. I'm not even taking any more
Hello?
confusion bullshit. I'm just gonna throw the Pokeballs now.
He's having a rough time over there, it sounds like.
It is nothing but confusion hitting self.
Oh! Hi there.
This Duskull maybe might as well be made out of bricks with how much I'm hitting myself in the head.
So my Magma hideout encounters a Torkoal.
Oh, nice.
Okay, nice.
I know he's not as good. Yeah. No, I don't. I killed him. Alright, well.
Did they have Zubats in there?
I don't know. So far, I've only encountered Geodudes. I'm pretty sure Nummels appear in here, and now we know Torkoal's in here. I'm not too upset by that. Unfortunately, this is when Torkoal's not very good, so...
Do I have this name right?
Plus, we already been over the fact that that Flyer's just not that good in this region.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's not a huge loss. I'm not really upset by that.
Maria has been acquired.
Did you say Maria? Because it sounded like you said Marie.
No, Marie. M-A-R-I-E.
You know, I just watched one of the animated Hellboys last night, and we talk about the one person who bathed in young women's blood and whatnot, and she's like the main villain of that movie. Yeah, I just felt like bringing that up. I know not many people have probably seen the animated Hellboy movies. I guess there's only like 2 or 3 of them, and I've only watched the one so far. It wasn't bad. It was short. It was only like an hour, 15-minute runtime, which for a movie is pretty short.
Yeah.
But, it was enjoyable. Don't watch it for Hellboy, because Hellboy is not the main character in that movie.
Yeah, it's kind of like how it was for, they had an animated Riddick movie too, and it was meant to like take place between Pitch Black and Chronicles.
I've never seen those movies, so...
They're actually pretty good.
I've heard of Chronicle of Riddick, but I just haven't seen it. Astonishingly very good.
Yeah, Chronicles of Riddick is the second one. Pitch Black is the first one.
Yeah, I know nothing about it other than the fact that it exists.
It does in
People
fact
like
exist.
Yeah, it exists and people like it, to my understanding. Plus, it's just kind of a fun title to say, Chronicles of Riddick. I don't know why, I just enjoy saying it.
I mean, to be fair, the dude's got a cool name.
That is pretty cool. It's like Alan Rickman. It's that Rick part for some reason that just makes it sound cooler.
Okay, so I'm now on the 3rd floor.
Rest in
See what
peace.
happens.
I haven't seen too many of Alan Rickman's movies, obviously. I mean, I've seen the Harry Potter movies. He was great in those. And I've seen,
Yeah, like Die Hard, he was great.
I haven't seen Die Hard
I
yet.
like... Yeah, that I highly recommend you watch. I liked him in Dogma. He was,
Never
he
heard
was the
that
Angel
one.
Metatron. Yeah, he was the Angel Metatron, the Scribe of God.
I've seen him in something the Lord made. It was it's a bit of a weird premise for a movie, but it's a good movie. I'd recommend it. I know not many people probably have seen it. It's about, it takes place in like the 60s or something, I can't remember exactly. And Alan Rickman plays this racist surgeon, and they're trying to like expand to like new surgeries, but they're very experimental. And there's this one, I don't remember who the actor was, but there's this one guy, person of color, and he is like a janitor. And again, this is in the 60s or something, maybe even earlier, it might have been like the 40s. And the dude, I think he mentioned how he was just working at this, I think it was a university.
Yeah.
Or it was a hospital, and Alan Rickman was there, and so he was like a janitor there cleaning, and he was like passively absorbing all the information that was going on. And yeah, I don't remember, like I said, it's been a while since I've seen this movie. But basically, the janitor dude, just because he passively absorbed all the information, he starts working with Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman is like, there's no way this guy can do this stuff, I'm racist. like, I can do this, he can't do it because I'm racist. And they end up becoming kind of close, but Alan Rickman's character doesn't quite give him the credit he deserves. And the janitor dude, from what I remember, he gets annoyed, but for the most part he doesn't care because he's getting paid more, so he can, like, contribute to his father and everything.
Right.
Like I said, I might be
What was that one
misremembering
called?
a little. Yeah, something the Lord made. It sounds religious, but it's not too religious. From what I remember. This was I saw this back when in like sophomore or junior year of high school, so it's been over 10 years.
Okay. Yeah. Now, Dogma, on the other hand, which is an extremely like religious-based movie, despite being a satirical comedy, does not sound religious at all.
I'm very curious. It sounds like an action movie.
So it's have you ever seen Clerks?
No.
Any of the Jay and Silent Bob movies?
No.
So it is technically a Jay and Silent Bob movie because both of them feature rather heavily. But it basically follows two angels who, after being, I think they were cast. Yeah, they were cast from heaven. And the whole plot revolves around the Catholic Church trying to change its image to appeal to a younger demographic and keep itself relevant in the modern age. And to do that, this one church basically says, hey, anybody, like any person who walks through the threshold of this church shall be redeemed. And these angels catch wind of that, and they decide, okay, then if we cross through that threshold, we're redeemed and we can go back to heaven. Only thing is, if they do that, it disproves the mandate of God and would therefore destroy the universe. So the plot follows a colorful cast. So obviously the main character, I believe, I don't think she has too much going for her outside of just she's human and she's the chosen one to undertake this mission. Then there's two prophets of the Lord, that being Jay and Silent Bob. Then there's the Apostle Rufus, played by Chris Rock, who is the Forgotten Apostle. And I believe one of the muses as well, played by Salma Hayek, accompanies them.
This is starting to sound more like a comedy movie.
Oh, it's definitely comedy and religious satire.
Okay, I was saying, because when you bring up Chris Rock, it's like that's what he does. He does he does comedies.
Pretty sure it was Chris Rock.
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen the movie, so I wouldn't know.
By the way, Chris, the second one is on the top floor.
Top floor, okay.
Yeah. I just like Alan Rickman. He's a good actor. Rest in peace, once again.
Yeah, and Alan Rickman, again, he plays Metatron, who, as far as angels go, is like the mouthpiece of God.
Okay.
Because you find out in this movie, like, a mortal person can't actually withstand hearing the voice of God, and Metatron even says offhandedly, like, we went through 4 atoms before we finally figured that out.
Oh, there
Well,
are
that's dark.
there are Raveler down here as well, so just so you know. Throwing that
Well, I
out.
don't even think I ever ran into a Geodude, so I think that might just be what I end up getting.
Probably.
There's a lot of places that turn nature power into Swift, I've noticed.
Yeah, it's like the
I
most
think it's
common
just like-
thing.
Yeah. Just don't do it in a desert. It becomes Earthquake.
I have a lot of movies on my list. Someone must have paid to have the Hunger Games series added there, so I've only seen the first one. So I want to see them all just to like know, because like the craze for those movies was huge back then, and the books too.
Yeah.
So I just want to see them to know. I'm not a huge fan. I saw the first one, I thought it was fine. Nothing against any of the actors, I just didn't think the movie was very exciting.
I might have to lend you my copy of Dogma because it's incredibly hard to find if not impossible to find a digital copy. Like, the Catholic League does not want that movie to exist.
You'll never know. I'm still catching up with movies, so it's not like I need to see it right away anyway. I've got, let's see, because there's also horror movies up there. Let's see, I'm just trying to think of what's on YouTube right now. They have They Live on there, which I've never, again, I don't know anything about, but I remember hearing people talk about it. So
Bit of a callback, but have you ever seen Freddy vs. Jason?
No, I've not seen anything that has anything to do with any of the iconic horror monsters except for the first Alien movie. That's the only like
Ooh, okay.
horror. I did like it. I didn't think it was that scary.
Now, I do know one of the streaming services that AJ and I use. I have to look it up and remember, or see if I can ask her which one we watched it on. I do know they have most of the Nightmare on Elm Streets and the original run of the Friday the 13th. So if you wanted to marathon those and then top it off with Freddy vs. Jason, that would be a nice binge.
The problem, when we get close to Halloween, I can imagine that people are going to try to be getting these movies on YouTube for free anyway, so we'll wait around.
Yeah, because those ones, like Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Halloween, like those are the iconic titles.
Yeah, they are the classics.
Yeah, like the quintessential Halloween movies.
I did not know that Halloween was like the first one of those movies.
Yeah, it's the oldest.
Yeah, I always thought it would have been Friday the 13th.
Incidentally, I think it's Halloween 3, I want to say. They kind of lost the plot. Like, I don't even think Michael Myers features in that movie at all. Like, it's something completely different.
From what I hear, after the first one, it's just kind of not as good. But the first one is so good that it justifies.
It is pretty good, yeah.
I mean, the story behind Halloween, the movie, is pretty impressive too. That it was like the budget of like 80,000 or something like that, 800,000.
It was like almost like a legendarily low budget.
Yeah, and the money it made back is one of the biggest success stories in cinema history, especially for a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they had the Chucky movies on there too, and I heard they're not that scary either. But like, I don't know, dolls gross me out. They don't even just creep me out; they gross me out.
Gross.
I don't know what yeah, I don't know what it is, but they just, I don't know, something about them just disgusts me. It's like, I can't really explain it. Chucky specifically, the way he's designed with that weird, fleshy scar kind of look that he's got going on, it just, ugh, I don't know. I think it's the baby face is what it is. It's like this weird horror thing on a baby body. I don't like it.
So does that go into like Uncanny Valley with you, or?
I don't really know what Uncanny Valley means. I've heard the term, but I don't quite understand.
So more or less, Uncanny Valley is like when you're freaked out or otherwise unnerved by something that looks almost human, but also very obviously not.
I guess.
I don't think that's what it is.
is.
I think it's just a bunch of contradictions. Like this is more of an adult-looking kind of face, but it's on what it's supposed to be an infant body, or like a very childlike body.
Just,
it's like it feels wrong.
Yeah, like it
just so porcelain dolls, mannequins, like the puppets from Naruto, they all kind of fall into that.
Mannequins don't bother me as much. It's really just like dolls. I don't know. Like, I know mannequins are basically just human-sized dolls, but just like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think it's the weird childlike proportions with the porcelain look. It just bothers me. I don't like it.
Okay, fair enough. So then,
it's not like,
in that case,
it's scary. It's just I don't know, gross.
Then I don't recommend you watch Annabelle.
Yeah, I heard that one's scary, but good. I would still do it. I would do it to learn, because watching these things is good to know. Like, you get knowledge out of anything. So.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I would still do it, even if I'm uncomfortable with it. I don't mind something like that. It's not like like you said, I find it gross, but it's not like gonna make me throw up kind of gross. I don't like that. I don't like super excessive gore. I'll still watch. I know a lot of the later like Freddy movies and stuff start to just get very gory. And Saw 2, I ain't watching. Saw is one of the things I won't watch because I heard it's really bad.
It's exceptionally gory.
Yeah, it can be.
But to be fair, that's also the reason why you're there, is for the death traps.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not going to say Jigsaw is not a compelling villain, and if you're into the gore kind of stuff, good on you, you're probably got something wrong with you. But it just, I don't know, it doesn't even because I know it's fake, so it's not like it's I don't know how to explain it. I just don't like it. It's the best way I can explain it. I just don't like it.
Well, they do such a good job especially these days, of making stuff like that appear realistic that your brain knows that it's fake, but your eyes are still seeing a person get horribly mutilated and dismembered, and the human body is conditioned to not like that.
Well, yeah, that's what people probably like about it. They get a bit of a rush out of that. I would think, at least.
Yeah, those same people probably enjoy watching House of a Thousand Corpses and The Devil's Rejects.
Like, I don't know what either of those are. I do want to watch The Conjuring. I heard that one's good.
Do you know who Rob Zombie is?
I do know who Rob Zombie is. I'm very familiar with this work.
Okay, I'm pretty sure. I know he had a big hand in The Devil's Rejects, but I'm pretty sure he either directed or executive produced House of a Thousand Corpses and The Devil's Rejects.
I know he did one of the Halloweens, and people did not like that one.
I think that was Halloween 3.
No, it was more like a
Yeah,
I know which one he's talking about. It's a much more different one.
No, it was just called Halloween. It was supposed to be its own. I think it was supposed to be a reboot, but people didn't like it.
What I understand, it's actually one of the more unique and interesting ones.
Yeah,
not necessarily in a good way, but it does enough differently. That's can you recommend it? Maybe.
Speaking of different and unique, you know what? I was going through all the YouTube stuff, movies and stuff, just looking to see what they have available. The list right now is smaller than it was before, but they have the D&D movie on there right now.
Oh, nice.
Not the new one, the old one.
There's an old one?
Wow.
Yes, from 2000. I heard of this movie. I heard it was bad. I will watch it and find out for you. I don't know who's in this movie. I don't know the plot of it or anything. I saw it there and I'm like, click. Put this on the list of things to watch while I'm drawing, because that's what I was doing last night. I was working on the art that I sent you, the work in progress.
Yeah, for the project.
Yeah, and I watched the Hellboy movie, and I watched Monsters vs. Aliens, because that was something I didn't watch as a kid. I think it came out 2009, so I was already a little older by that point. But, not a terrible movie. Not bad. Not something I'd go back to, though. I think I'm gonna end up becoming a movie reviewer at this rate. But, the main character is Susan, and she's not I like it because she's not really a Mary Sue type of character. So I appreciate that, and her whole thing is she does get some confidence. Her movie, she does. The beginning of the movie, her story does revolve around a man and getting back to him, but then she quickly realizes he's kind of a dick, and it only cares about himself. But you can tell that from the beginning.
Why am I doing this?
Yeah, so. And she learned, I mean, at one point, she loses her powers of being giant, and then she's still, fighting. I don't know. I liked her as a character. And one of the few roles I find Seth Rogen's laugh very appropriate. Where he just plays a mindless blob dude.
Always fun.
Yeah, his laugh is weirdly growing on me. It's annoying, but, it's so annoying it's kind of funny, you know?
Because he was Donkey Kong in the Mario Brothers movie, wasn't he?
He was, and he kept the laugh to a minimum. I thought everyone was good in that movie. I think people hate on Chris Pratt because he's Chris Pratt. People used to love him.
I mean, I
think it's more okay, we've seen him, we know him. Can we please just stop shoving him in here?
It's a mix of a few things for people. It was the fact that people believe it should have been Charles Martinet, but Charles Martinet is starting to retire from the Mario voice. It's going to some other people now. That's why they cast him as a side role too, which makes sense. Charles Martinet is getting up there in years, so
everyone does eventually.
We do. We still respect Charles Martinet completely, but you know,
we also have to acknowledge when people are past their prime.
Yeah, I don't even think he's past his prime, but he's just getting old. So,
yeah. Well, I say past prime, like when I say past your prime, I mean how to word it nicely. You could do with retire at that point.
Yeah. I mean, he from what we understand, he amicably stepped down too. So it's not it's not like he didn't know that this was going to happen eventually.
Oh, fuck me, it's Aqua up here.
Yeah.
By the way, Chris, there are a bunch of hidden items up there that are very useful.
There is a couple, yes. There's a zinc, there's an Ultra Ball.
There's a rare candy, and there was a max potion. So yes, a bunch of good stuff you might want to look for.
And that being said, we'll see you guys next time when we talk about more movie-related stuff.
Oh boy.
Later.